Small children. They look like they may have touched a few of their time. More than a few.
Oh. That looks like a pedophile.
The voice that you just heard, Matt Anderson, sounds exactly like the guy that would only have one ball. Now I guess I'll just get to Tyler. Tyler, if you didn't know, did trap shooting when he was in high school, and he was also a veteran, but he still can't figure out how to shoot himself.
That's fair. I don't have taste, but I just can't.
Apparently he played goalie for the high school hockey team. I have a theory that that was the reason. The only reason that he played is because he took up the whole net. Okay, that was it. Tyler is known for his drug usage, as many of you may know. He always talks about his trips, like when he was on his drugs. The only trip he needs to be taking is to a job fair.
It's fair, dude.
And, talking about trips, he literally runs away from the job fair. It's kind of like his hairline's running from him. Take that hat off again. I looked up Tyler's LinkedIn, just to, get a little bit of on that LinkedIn, he says he's a military professional. I think he said he went to Korea and that's it. I don't know if you call that a professional.
If you've been to Korea, you would.
My last one here on everybody.
Where'd you serve, pussy?
Last thing here, Tyler, I think everybody liked you as a cokehead. Thank you.
No, they didn't, because I never bought drugs.
That's all I got. Up next to the stage, we have Forrest.
Jacob, right? What a sweet boy. Throw on that sweater one day. Borrow your reading glasses, you old fucking man. Nobody else cares that old. Look around. I feel to be at the top of the mountain.
Scary.
This is it. This is the peak. Get any better than this? Thomas Edison once said, I have not failed, I've only just found 1,000 ways that don't work. What are you on?
563.
A lot of people, that must say something. A long way to go. I'm not sure. I didn't expect a number here. You're going to hear a lot of jokes about Tyler's failures today, and I don't really know. They say that you should roast the ones you love. That's why I'm only going to be talking about Tyler Meyerhoff this evening. Last night, in a drunk driving accident. You beautiful audience, though, just these queers. Tyler's got a lot of ugly white friends, huh? Tyler's fat. He's not really that fat, he couldn't even do that right. He used to be a welder. He was a welder, and he had dreamed one day he would build something that could hold in his beer belly. He couldn't do that, so then he became sober. I guess you fucked that up now, too. Tyler was sober. Sober. I bet his shirt collars were still hung over in the morning. Beer and Waterloo. Apparently those are the two most interesting things that Tyler does anymore. Drink water and go to the loo. What do we got here? Use the reading glasses. Oh yeah, I first started comedy. We started like the same month. We started comedy in Penguin, Cedar Rapids. For like 3 months, Tyler would go up there and he'd just do this 1 5-minute bit about starting a business where he'd make a suicide booth and sell it to people. And they have all these like cute fast food names for the suicide booth. They just dropped the bit too. What a waste of time. To turn that joke into reality and be the richest comedian and the only one here. Craziest thing that I know about Tyler is that he was in the Army. What kind of crazy person does that? Volunteer? The only way I joined the Army is if someone told me if I didn't, I'd look like Tyler Meyerhoff. He served in South Korea because they told him they still did blackface there. I'm not going to say that Tyler Meyerhoff looks retarded. I will say that he looks like he runs like a horse. I call him Tyler Meyerhoff. He looks like a thumb. I call him Tyler Meyer Thumb. Got a lot of these. Strap in, folks. Like Tyler Oscar Meyerhoff. A weenie. You should move to Texas. They'll call you Tyler Meyerhoff. Pigs there. Tyler Meyerhoff is fucking racist. Sometimes I have no words when I see this guy. I say, oh, hey, Tyler Meyer. The thinker. Tyler Meyer scoff. You went to Skankfest. This is a big year for you, dude. A lot of fun. You went to Skankfest in Las Vegas, and then you went to Florida and fought boxing. You guys familiar with this? You caught up on Tyler. It's a big year. At the end of the year, he's gonna have lost all his money in Vegas, all his brain cells in Florida, and his body in Mississippi. Start calling him Tyler Meyer off yourself. I have a good authority that Tyler Meyer has a weird looking penis. It's true. I've heard that it looks like a Hercules villain. I've heard that it looks like a weeping willow trying to find the light. Tyler Meyerhoff's penis reminds people of the fall because it looks like a squash in November. It's rotting. Tyler is a great guy. The only person I've ever seen go on stage and do the same thing over and over and over again, somehow figure out ways to make it more funny. The best guy that I've ever seen writing on stage. I love this guy. So happy to know him. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
You suck.
Thank you everybody for coming. My name is Dave. I don't know a lot of these people on stage. I know a few of them, and that's mostly who I'm going to talk about. You guys met Jacob, who was the first one up here. I still haven't figured what part of the spectrum he's on, but it's possible he's on the whole spectrum. Yeah. He does make a good case for late-term abortion, but oh boy. Jacob, you have compared your look to that of the actor Frankie Muniz. If that were true, the show would have been called Malcolm in the Middle of Down Syndrome. Jacob actually helps me with these events quite a bit. Actually, sorry, help is a strong word. It's sort of like herding a cat, but if the cat had an extra chromosome and pretended to read. Hold on, I was going to do it. Another gentleman up here. He's one of my favorite local comics. He has one testicle. His name's Matt. He also has one DUI. Those two things did not happen at the same time, but that would have been a lot better story than cancer. Matt, you have the face of someone mid-transition and the nutsack to back it up. Speaking of obesity and failed auditions, Oliver Schmitz is here. Fuck you! His signature trick was disappearing pizza. Matt and Tyler's dad are both dead, and that's sad. But Oliver's dad is threatened to end it all if he does disappearing turkey at Thanksgiving again. Sorry. It's the first time I've read these jokes out loud. Alright, now time for our guest of honor. My favorite, Tyler, to date. So I need another one. Tyler Meyerhoff. He has, Forrest brought up a good point. He has had quite a good year. His autobiographical movie came out this year. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called Cocaine Bear. Tyler is gainfully employed now. We can give him a round of applause for that. And he had to give up two of his favorite things, the unemployment line and cocaine. So.
I just have a thing for lines. I don't know.
Tyler's in recovery. He talks about it an exhaustive amount. He's the only person I knew that has gotten his 1 week check 30 times. That's okay. The steps to recovery, they say, believe that the higher power can help. And I know the words power and powder can be very confusing. I believe that's why he had his dad cremated. So it's reminded him of the one thing he loves. Okay. Tyler, I really love doing this. I didn't think I would be able to make any good jokes.
You didn't.
Yeah, I knew that you were gonna. Okay. But thank you for performing locally. Thank you for being on all the shows we had. I really appreciate it. And I'm really excited to bring up this next guy. Because, well, his mustache does look like a pedophile. His jokes also resemble pedophilia. Please welcome to the stage, Todd Basinger.
Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, he looks like the creators of Rick and Morty through Jonah Hill. Tyler, this is your hometown. This makes sense. Wait, a bunch of white dudes on the show. If we would have had a woman on the show, then we thought this would be funny. That was a good comeback. Typical woman. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. What a way to start. Chris Darman's here. Chris Darman, ladies and gentlemen. He drives a Prius. He doesn't use his blinkers, though. He just virtue signals. He's a big liberal, all right? He starts his sets in a very, he ends his sets in a very positive way. He says, at the end of the set, he says, I'm Chris Darman, I've been awesome. What a way to start a set, end a set by lying to the audience. He should end the sets, I'm Chris Darman, I'm sorry. He looks like the love child of John Wayne Gacy and Patton Oswalt. Chris, you've been looking good lately. It's like you lost some pounds. Who knew being so unfunny can burn calories? Alright, let's go to Oliver Schmitz. Give it up for Oliver Schmitz. He looks like if a puppet became a real boy. You know, like, I haven't seen that motherfucker blink once, dude. He's a magician. What you make disappear? The audience? He calls himself the comedic dragon. That's very racist. I don't know. Not Asian. Yeah. You know what my comedy means? A nickname. That's real fucking cool, dude. Where you're just staring in the mirror like, I'm the comedic dragon. It's okay, I can do that. My girlfriend's Asian. Speaking of Asian girlfriends, Matt Anderson's here. What's up? Wait, no, that's the other one. I get all the white guys confused. Just kidding. Forrest, I'll make fun of Forrest a little bit. I'm not gonna rip on him too hard because he drove me here. He looks like he kidnaps people. He looks like a 1930s cartoon villain, and I'm not. He looks like he's gonna tie a girl up to a fucking railroad tracks. Matt Anderson. What's up, dude? Yeah, you're a cancer survivor? I am. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's get to the guest honor. Is it your birthday or something, Tyler? No. Why the fuck are we doing this? This is the moon. Hit me up there. It's fucking Tyler Day. That's it.
These two fucking retards want to do it.
You do anything retards do. I've seen you. Tyler, you have the face only a mother can love. Because your dad is dead. People call me a pedophile up here. Like when I first met Tyler, he was dating some young girls, dude. His girlfriend would have been here tonight, but the streetlights are on. So it's. Tyler's a disabled veteran. I don't know if you're disabled. I was just guessing. But, just assume. It's gonna make a whole new meaning for the term special forces.
We ride the short tanks.
That's the funniest thing I've heard you say. Tyler, you look like a human Simpsons character. Face. Funny if you just look like Asian face. I was extremely unprepared for this. Tyler does this thing where he like sometimes hurts himself on stage because his jokes suck so bad. Imagine being so bad at comedy you have to step on Legos to get laughs. That's punchlines. Oh, I can just fucking staple shit to my chest. It fucking works. That's all I got. Tyler, you've been a really good friend, man. I've known you for a while, and my greatest memory of us is us driving through Minnesota one time that night, and we were like the funny people. We've never been to a strip fucking mall before, but you know, you drove it. You went about an hour out of your way to pick me up. I'm surprised you can count. But yeah, you drove me. I just really appreciate it.
Alright, everybody, that was 5 days here. Keep giving him a round of applause. Also, quickly, make sure you're buying a drink and tipping your bartenders, please, because we're very grateful for the Lofty allowing us to do stuff like this. Up next to the stage is a guy that traveled in from Cedar Rapids to come help us make fun of the one and only Tyler. His name is Zach Boyle.
Tonight, gang. Hey. Yeah, dude, can we get off of Todd one more time? He was great. Todd looks like he wasn't at January 6th because the diesel ran out of his truck.
Because he had a DUI.
I mean, that's what black people are. Forrest is here. Forrest is a good friend of mine. Love that guy. He does look like if the police sketch of a pedophile came to life, though. You know what I mean? He has very distinct features. He looks like a young beetle. You know? Yeah. Like those annoying red and those red and black ones stuck in your screen. Like in the fall, you know what I mean? Fuck the fuck off, dude. Matt Anderson's here. Matt Anderson's great. Matt was one of the first comedians I saw when I started doing stand-up. He was performing that night, and I think he just got over the big C. So congrats on that, dude. But that doesn't defeat the fact that he really looks like a guy who, like, on the dance floor, he kind of squirms around, looking for the perfect opportunity, like sniff a girl's hair. Like,
Why are you even reading my diary?
That's a fucking creep, dude. Oliver Spitz is here. Oliver, everyone loves Oliver. He will be putting on a multi-level marketing scheme presentation after this. Oliver Spitz looks like every mattress salesman combined into one person. It sounds like it too. Chris Darman has been a wonderful elder in my comedy career. He's been, he's pulled me off to the side a few times, and it's the next generation, it's fucking here, okay? But he's been great. He does look like if a fart were a human being, though. You just see him. He's got like those little swirls around him everywhere he walks. Where's my other one over here? Oh yeah. He looks like he watches VH1 in his like tool shed with a small TV to escape his wife and smoke a cigarette. Yeah. That's a little. I knew it, dude. I thought you guys. That is dead on, dude. That was. Dude, here's the other. I'm gonna give you guys a little behind the scenes of comedy right now. We're fucked up. We're down one comedian. All right. My friend Bookman, who's not here, who's like the fattest comedian here. And now that's like 50% of my material, dude. So I'll give you guys a couple of them. I'll show you. Actually, I have a picture of Ben. You guys want to see sweet Benjamin Woodfield? He's so disgusting. And honestly, the fact he couldn't show up tonight, ooh, what? Your mental health? Yeah, fucking yeah, right, dude. So this is him, sweet Benny boy. Yeah. He fucking berates the audience. He's a virgin, which is pretty cool. He's 25. But it's really good because he's a school teacher, so he's more of a hero for fighting off that urge to fuck those kids. What a guy. I knew they were going to like that one. I wish he was here because I tell him he looked like a beanbag chair or like the hacky sack me and my friends hit all 4 years of high school. I'll move on from that. We'll move it on to Mr. Tyler Meyerhoff. Can we get a round for Tyler? He's been great tonight. I don't know whose idea it was to put on a roast for himself. This is typically reserved for like the pinnacle of our career, alright, is to get roasted. But I'll defend Tyler a little bit, because this is the pinnacle of his career. 20 people in a bar in Waterloo on a Friday night. He really is a trailblazer, though. He's at the forefront of a cause that he really cares about. He's really trying to get boxing into the Special Olympics.
It's gonna be good. I want to win the championship.
He is competing as a woman, though, so he could be the first trans special athlete, Just mollywopping those girls.
If you're gonna do it right.
Yeah. Has anyone seen the new fucking Hunger Games movie? Anyone? Dude, there's this side break. There's a part of the movie where, dude, they have a Down syndrome girl in this, and right at the start of the shit, they just obliterate her with a mountain of snakes, dude. It's the coldest shit ever. And basically, that's my comparison of what Tyler's gonna do to those girls. I'll wrap it up with this. We are going to be putting on a similar event to this roaster tonight in about 6 months. It will be Tyler's funeral from when he had it. For baby boomers. You fat fuck. Anyway, I'm just Zach Coyle. Okay, give it up for your host, everybody.
Let's get one more round of applause for White Trash Jared Leto. Next up on the stage, he's a local guy, and one testicle. His name is Matt Anderson.
I have one ball. Yeah, okay, we're done with that. I'm really glad that Zach brought up the Hunger Games. Because I don't know if you look at the guys behind me, but we actually are doing a version of the Hunger Games. And Forrest and Zach are losing. Everyone else is doing real well. Myself included. Jacob Regan's here. I'm glad you opened the show. Thank you so much. If you've never heard Jacob's step before, he's dating a cancer patient. And as a cancer survivor, I can go ahead and tell her it's not worth it. Just give up. Todd Basinger's here. I actually saw Todd last night. Todd hosts a show in Dubuque. It's an open mic. It's at the Comedy Store. It's called the Tomato Throw Show. And we started with that concept because it's the only time that Todd gets food. I call it a vegetable, but Zach would be like, no, it is a vegetable. I tried. Zach Coyle is here. I'm glad he's here. Zach, super funny comedian. I've seen this dude crush every time he's up. He's not the smartest guy in the world. And I would give you the definition of dumb, but Zach wouldn't know what the word define means. Dog.
Roasted.
Chris Starman and Oliver Schmitz are both here, which is awesome, because this building has stairs, and I didn't think they'd make it. Ben Woodfield obviously did make it, because this building has stairs. Forrest is here, Forrest McNeil. If you notice his hat, he's got a MasterCard symbol on it. It's because based on how he looks, it's the only way he could come close to getting credit. They're just like, take the hat. Get out of here. Oliver Schmitz used to be a magician. That's it. No. That's the whole joke. Oliver used to be a magician. And he says he used to make all the vagina disappear, but I can guarantee if you went to that magic show, there was no vagina in the first place. got through all that, I'm kind of going quick, but Tyler, guest of honor, I love you. You recently went to the Carnival of Combat in Florida, where he actually fought, blindfolded with a shock collar on his throat. So Tyler did Florida so well, they sent him back. It's like he won this game. Your win is you get to go home. He out-Florida'd Florida man. Tyler Meyerhoff joined the military twice, and they took him. That's how desperate the military is right now. Please sign up. We could do better. Tyler, we've been on quite a few road trips together, and I don't know if you've ever met me. You probably haven't. I'm kind of a pacifist, and I'm like a little hippy-dippy boy. Tyler talks so much shit that he has to wipe his mouth after every sentence. Honestly, I didn't write a ton of jokes. I was kind of coming up with these guys, but I do want to say I love you so much. You're a very funny dude. I'm sorry about your dad, but I know after mine died under mysterious circumstances, I said I have a friend that was along the same lines. So Tyler, I'm sorry I killed your father.
All right, buddy, I forgive you.
Thanks.
Take
Anyway.
the ball,
7 years, right? Like, you gotta get away with it. Anyway, my name is Matt Anderson. You guys have
I told you guys Matt sounds exactly like the guy that has one testicle. I wasn't lying. Next up the stage is another local comedian. That again, I think would be just giving Tyler everything that he has. Literally. And his name is Oliver Schmitz.
All right. First, I really want to say Chris Starman is here. Everybody give it up for Chris Starman. Thank you for taking a break from throwing barrels at Super Mario. We appreciate you making the time. Chris Starman was invited tonight to ensure that I was not the fattest comedian here tonight. That would have been Ben Woodfield if he had shown up.
But Ben Woodfield actually lost like 70 pounds recently, like his hero, Jared Fogle.
Those guys are pedophile.
I was going to say, if Ben were here, when Jared Fogle was famous, Ben would have been his type. By the way, give it up to Dave and Jacob for co-hosting this little event. I haven't seen a poor example of a tag team maneuver so bad since when the prostitute had to leave before Tyler and I could even pay her. I have had so many girly drinks. I'm so happy to be here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. That Forrest is here. Give it up for Forrest, everybody. Forrest is hilarious. I didn't know if Forrest was going to be here because 5 minutes before the show, I texted him and said, "Hey man, are you coming?" He said, "Yeah, I'll be there in a bit. I'm just in the park looking for the perfect child." So I'm glad you made it. Matt Anderson is here. Matt Anderson is one of my favorite people in the world. He as a friend, 10 out of 10. Comedian, 5 out of 10. Balls, 1 out of 2. Matt and I are big nerds. We play Dungeons and Dragons. We invited Tyler to a game. We told him to dress up, Dungeons and Dragons medieval. And he said he'd show up as a wizard, and he brought a white hood. He did not say the magic word, if you know what I mean.
Just wanted to be grand.
Todd Bass Singer is here. He has a really hot girlfriend. I don't think he should. There's no joke here. I'm just very bitter. I wish I could make fun of his stupid fucking mustache, but I'm just jealous of where it's probably been. Honestly, I would settle for a girlfriend who looked like Zach White. Matt Anderson survived cancer. He beat cancer. Give it up for Matt surviving cancer. That's a huge deal. Which just proves that Matt is so afraid of commitment, he can't even commit to cancer today. That brings me to Tyler, our guest of honor. Give it up for our guest of honor, Tyler. Thank you for your time in the military, but also thank you for deciding to leave. Tyler is the only person that I've ever traveled with that when we stopped at a random gas station, the gas station owner was looking at Tyler, sizing him up, and said, "Can he fight?" That's when I learned that there was an underground, meth head fight club that I had almost signed up Tyler for. And this is 100% true. And when I told Matt and Tyler about this, Matt immediately said, "First rule of meth head fight club: steal all the copper piping out of the walls." Tyler has eaten had his ass eaten by a native woman. Because in his own words, the white man had not done enough. He set out to have his gonorrhea do what smallpox could not. A couple months ago, I thought that Tyler said he was going to do a show to fight Down syndrome. Then he went to the Carnival of Combat and fought people with Down syndrome. Also, we're all very, very famous comedians. We're all very successful, if you couldn't tell by this being our Friday evening when we're opening for karaoke afterwards. And we were going to do this roast in a few weeks, but in Tyler's words, January 6th is a holiday in his family. Whatever that means. And honestly, Tyler is one of my best friends in comedy. He's one of my favorite people to have in the car. Tyler, you are hilarious. You're one of my favorite people to bitch to, and I never had to bitch about you. Tyler, you are the first person I'd want in a foxhole with me, or some foxy lady's hole with me. I know, we've been trying to, every show, every road show, we're trying to like have some type of threesome with like one of the natives there. I know, we just keep on asking him like, do you like France? And then we just make an Eiffel Tower between the two of us. It's great. It doesn't have to be funny, but it's true. Yeah, we're gonna keep your involvement anonymous. That's how you got on the show. But anyway, Tyler, you've been great. We are so happy to come together and roast you. Everybody have a drink, and then we will all have a night that we can remember, and I will lick your ass so good you'll forget all about Moonfeather. Have a good one.
Keep it going for diving. Oliver Spence. All right. He's been shit on the whole night. But I am so happy to welcome to the stage Chris Starman.
First of all, I know we've been commenting a lot on Oliver's look, saying he looks like a puppet. I don't think so. I think Oliver looks like every boy band's least favorite member. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to Oliver's conception so I could warn his parents about the level of mediocrity they were going to produce. Oliver doesn't like to follow the norms. You guys seen his headshot? It's him with a tie around his head instead of around his neck. Isn't that weird? Another example of Tyler not liking to follow the norms. Most people do something with their life. When you have a roast, you usually try to get your funniest people. So we got Todd Basinger. After you guys seen him, now you guys are, I know what you're probably thinking, at least he's mildly handsome. Todd's jokes are like the menu at Denny's. Everything is low quality, but it gets better if you've been drinking. How long you and your girl been together now? 2 years? I think she could be the one, because don't STDs usually show up in the first year? She stuck with you. All right. Zach Hoyle, you beautiful idiot. Zach, it's hard to make fun of you because you're just such a happy, excited dude. Shit, I've never seen someone so excited to forget their punchlines. Zach, you're a beautiful man. I'd have sex with you, but I wouldn't be enthusiastic about it. Zach has a very limited vocabulary. He says the word dog more times than stupid on his first album. You guys like impressions? This is my impression of Zach Hoyle excitedly telling you that his friend has evaded a mangy mutt that was following him. Dog just dodged the dogged dog that was dogging my dog. Hey, look, Matt Anderson is here, or as he's more commonly known, nobody. I think we've covered the fact that he has a testicle gone quite a bit tonight. Matt Anderson and Lance Armstrong have more than testicle loss in common. They're both complete assholes. When Matt tells the audience that he only has one testicle, what he's really saying is that he has a shit personality. The fact that Matt Anderson is still with us is a testament to the fact that God has lost his touch. Next person I'm going to talk about, you might recognize from his high-profile gig of holding up our telephone lines. Give it up for Forrest. Forrest is here, ladies and gentlemen. A thick mustache and the body of a 10-year-old girl. 2023, what a time to be alive. Forrest is a juggler, which is cool because he has literally nothing else going for him. Forrest is such a historic name for somebody nobody notices.
Roasted.
Man, I wish my kids were here because then they could find out how unscary and unfunny Slender Man is. If Forrest is here, who's doing all the freelance taxidermy work in North Dakota? All right, and now our guest of honor, the guy who likes to take his shirt off. He's our own Gogurt Kreischer. Tyler, you look like the kind of guy who would bet on a horse and also have sex with that horse. You have entirely too much confidence for a guy who looks like that. In fact, he has so much confidence he's decided to start a podcast about dating online. It's going to be called Tinder for Twos. Tyler, you look like the reason Golden Corral is always out of Hush Puppies. If Tyler ever went to SeaWorld and stood in front of the whale tank, people would say, "God damn, it's an ugly man." I was doing a fat joke, but I just commented on how it's okay, you don't.
I was just surprised that you brought up whale, considering.
Easy fat joke. We both got this way. Tyler, you set up your own roast. What's next? You gonna have everybody over and have us watch you jack off in your mom's basement? Tyler Meyerhoff sat on a wall. Tyler Meyerhoff had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Fuck that guy's a piece of shit.
I think we've made fun of Tyler enough that I think it might be his turn to kind of turn the table here and make fun of us. So now welcome up to the podium, the one and only Tyler Meyerhoff. You want to come up and you know? Damn it.
You guys fucking are awful people. Yeah. Italia, you know, show me your friends, I'll show you my future, or show you your future. And obviously mine's gay and autistic. Yeah, I recognize that. I didn't set this up, and I also didn't prepare either, so. If these are my friends, but I really don't give a shit about any of them. They're hard to write about because they're not very interesting. I'll start with fucking Fat Thor. I met him working at AmVets, and No, he was working at Ambets and I begged him for a job. That's how that went down. And then I got fired before I could quit. So I told the old man to go fuck himself. Dave, you've always been fucking awesome. You're a great person. You're just not very fucking funny. Don't you laugh too hard, Jacob. You fucking retard. Even Owine doesn't want them to know you're funny. He always talks about, like, jokes about fucking with this tweaker chick in Owine. That's his big shtick, you know.
Really was just Tyler.
He barked at a meth head, and I go, will you leave my girlfriend alone, dude? Doesn't he look like the kind of guy to go up to his frat brothers? Well, doesn't he look like the kind of guy to have frat brothers? And just go up to them all and go, hey, we should do blackface. That'd be funny, right? Yeah, we know you do blackface, Todd. Todd, fucking love you, dude. We started doing comedy, you and Forrest. The rest of you pussies all suck. And you started late, whatever. I don't know much about you other than you're a bartender and you can't drive anymore.
Update, I can't. You just choose not to.
Yeah, Matt can't drive either. He's also a bartender. How fucked is that? To survive cancer but lose your license? He has to use hospice as Uber now. Matt looks like the type of dude to pick up chicks at a cancer clinic, doesn't he? He's just walking up like, hey baby, I don't know if you heard, but I can't have kids no more.
That's why
You want some herpes?
you know that.
Oliver, you fucking turkey thief. Also, I hugged Matt Anderson the other day. And it got really hard to hug him. He's been putting on weight. And I go, dude, you're getting fat. He goes, I know, I'm going to hot yoga. And I go, you mean fucking hot yogurt? Fucking piece of shit. Oliver, he says we're friends. I still am debating that. He booked me a show in South Dakota once, and like ever since then, he's like, "You're my best friend ever." I fucking guess, you know.
It was 2 shows.
Okay. They all call him a failed magician. He donated his time for good cause, you guys. Like, you know how him and Todd met, right? See, Oliver used to go perform magic at the orphanage. And his favorite trick was, I can make your parents disappear. They'd throw their ashes away.
They're big chicks.
No, he's a fucking orphan. God, he's a genius, right? Zach Oil. I'm still not convinced he's not a narc. Like, how is it to know your entire little stoner personality is gonna be gone as soon as you shave your head? You're gonna have to learn to talk like a real person. You can't wear Mr. Peabody's private school shirts anymore. Because then people know you're trying to fuck the kids for sure. He was fucking stupid, right? Idiot. Forrest, I don't have anything to say about you because I like my life. I determined a long time ago that if anyone's gonna kill me, it's gonna be me, you know? What, they do 9 fucking suicide jokes and now I can't do it? Motherfuckers. Yeah, that's true. Give it up for Chris Starman, everybody. Yeah. I actually did write some jokes for him. Let me pull the old phone out. Chris Starman said he ends every set saying he's awesome. He is awesome. He's awesome at eating, sitting, not doing anything else. Chris Starman is my favorite stand-up comedian. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. He's my favorite comedian to watch stand up. He's fucking fat, dude. So I'm just going through my notes now because I didn't prepare like I told you. Jacob Regan. His girlfriend does have cancer, and yet he's still the worst part of her life. And he said that to her, and she agreed. It's probably because you have the personality of someone who cries after sex. Yeah. Oliver, I still can't believe that you told my mom, like you told about my getting my ass eaten 4 foot away from my mother. That's not something I wanted her to know.
By an indigenous woman.
That doesn't help.
It doesn't hurt. She ate every part of the ass. It's fine.
She ate every part of everything. She was a big girl. Hey, your son likes fat chicks. What's up? Tats it up. Never mind, I don't want to do that.
Do it.
Yeah. Jacob Regan, David's gay Thor said that you always talk about how you look like you could be a Malcolm in the Middle, and he disagreed. I have a different opinion. I do think you could be in Malcolm in the Middle, but just like the gay porn version. In all reality, you guys, you all are fucking my favorite people. Who said yes? Alice said no. That's my one black friend, so what have you done? The KKK up here. Anything else? I fucking suck at this. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. Yeah.
Keep it going. I really appreciate everyone coming. We do have a show coming up in January. It would be awesome to see you all there. You can buy tickets online. It's all streamlined. It would be great. Please tip your bartender. Drink some more. Hang out. You guys can ask you guys whatever question you want. They won't hold back. They might even roast you. Give yourself a hand too. Thank you for coming. Thank you everyone that came up here tonight. Better comedians. It was great. right, I forgot to mention, stick around, because I know we got the doctor in the audience. We're doing karaoke right after that. Please.
I